Hi, Justin.
Hey,
Hi, Justin.
Justin.
Oh,
Vsauce, Michael here.
okay. Yeah. Explain D&D to me, Michael.
Well, you see, I don't want to keep going.
All right. So, who would like to give a quick recap of last session?
So Kai got dragged away, and we were like, let's get her! Let's go save him! And they just kept getting farther and farther and farther and farther away, and we were like, this is pointless. We're never gonna catch him, he's dead. And then Clara cried a lot, and then Tavro and I believe Fox and the sensible people were like, snap out of it, let's go back to doing the job. So we backtracked a bit. Um, don't think we ran into anything dangerous on our way back. And we were like, we got to get back to that room that we saw the ritual happening in earlier, because Shambara was like, that's the way to get to the next level, or something like that. And we came back, and then we're like, how do we start this thing? And he let us know that you need to give the lifeblood of someone to be able to summon the portal, I believe is what it does. And we were like, well, shit, we're not gonna die for that. That sounds crazy. And then Gideon was like, hey, you remember that guy that I took his shit? Well, I can use that to summon some minions, and we could potentially do that instead. So we summon the minions, and then now we're all having a philosophical debate of if we're allowed to kill these people in cold blood.
Yep. That's a pretty good recap. Yeah, so it was you need something naturally precognition, so you have the eye of a maca, and you have to have a living creature bleed out on the altar. And the last living creature to have bled out on that altar is still up there.
And he turned into a creepy thing when he died, so
Who was him?
that guy that they were
I think I can
ripping blood out of.
Yeah, so it was like it was a Leonin, which is basically like a cat person. And after they died, when basically when the ritual ended and they died, their body like decomposed and started reforging with this like strange calcification over everything. And then you had those rumbles that were just like it felt very similar to earlier when something came out and erased a section of existence near you. So, what would you all like to do as the two goblins, one of them kind of a little more grizzled, you summon the two of them. One of them was like, okay, yep, we've been here before. Who do I stab? And the other one's like, what the fuck am I doing here? What's going on? Also, I got a bit sick after the wedding, so I'm not going to be doing any voices today.
Oh no!
How dare you?
I know, immersion destroyed.
It's true. Okay, well,
I'm against it.
so just to be clear, the only way we can proceed in this crypt is by proceeding with this ritual.
And Chambara goes in his deep, gravelly skeleton man voice. Pretty much, that's how the ritual works. You have something precogniscient, you said. You need the lifeblood of a naturally living creature. It must perish in the process.
Could we use, like, a rat?
Do you have one?
I think, haven't we seen some down here somewhere?
I didn't set up the spell, but that may work.
You're a
I feel
druid.
better
Can't you
about
summon
attempting that
animals?
first. What's
Oh,
that?
Yeah. Yeah, could I? I mean, I don't have that on my character sheet.
So
as
that
a
is
spell.
something that Escher brought up last time. Anything that druids can normally summon are actually just spirits given temporary flesh. They are not living creatures.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So if you were
Okay.
to
Yeah, so-
summon it through like a druid spell, it because that doesn't actually have like a lifeblood or a life at all. It's just magic given temporary flesh. It probably would not work, but you're welcome to try.
Oh.
I could have sworn we had seen some rats down here at some point. I'd be way more comfortable attempting that first rather than
Okay,
alternatives.
so cue the Scooby-Doo chase, and we're all running
Yes.
through the halls finding rats.
If anyone wants to, they can give me a survival check to see if they can notice any sort of like remnants of like rats or
15.
other small animals.
Damn it!
You know what? All of those are actually pretty good. So you have found a few creatures. The thing is, it's almost exclusively been like cultists or those automata stuff or undead.
Mhm.
You haven't seen any rats or anything, with two exceptions. There was Gideon as a spider and Gideon as a rat.
Okay,
Both
maybe
times you
that's
saw
what
one, it was Gideon wild shaped.
Yeah, it might have been. It's just been a while.
But that
Alright,
that
well.
actually is something that you like. Now that you think about it, it is strange that usually in especially like something that's kind of abandoned like this, you would
Mhm.
probably see like natural small rodents and things beginning to make a home here, but
Mhm.
it seems like those patrolling like clockwork hounds just annihilate anything living they come in contact with.
Gotcha.
I'm assuming these skeletons have been dead longer than a minute, right?
uh the cultists, you slaughtered them hours ago.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah, because
thought.
we took a rest.
Yeah, actually you killed them a day ago.
Yeah. We could try to find a lone cultist somewhere further in that we haven't been.
Does it seem like cultists are like coming to this crypt, or did we just happen upon the ones that are like chilling here?
Is that a DM question?
Yeah.
So during the first group that you had interacted with, the ones that you kind of tricked into thinking you were friendly, said that a bunch of them came down here initially when the Bone Collective had taken over the flames and basically opened the passage. But since you guys got rid of the Bone Collective, you were the first ones to have been able to get in.
Okay, so it's not like they're just like gonna be a new
Okay.
batch coming in. Um, how often can you summon people with your thing?
The goblins?
A long rest, dang it. Because I was like, what if we summon new ones and have them bring a rat with them?
Well, you don't like call them up
Can't
on the
ask-
phone and be like, hey, can you run an errand and
Yeah, I
then
can't
be
ask them to
summoned?
bring something with
Hmm.
them.
Well,
I
you see,
mean,
this one that's here, we desummon him, and then we resummon him with the rat. It's perfect.
I'd say we could leave and come back with a small animal or something, but I doubt the Druid Grove would love us taking something down here to do that too.
Yeah.
Zach, the because I like completely destroyed one of those like guys that we came or yeah like no after we killed the sand hag or whatever, those couple of like guys who like came upon us and just found us. I like stopped them from running away by like killing one of them.
Yes.
Did the people like that weren't like completely transformed or anything like that? Did they have blood on the inside or was it just sand?
It seemed like it was the ones that you have killed have all bled sand.
Wait.
I doubt that would work.
The
Could we
one who
take
was
one of
on this altar, who was like a Leonin and not wearing cultist garbs,
Mhm.
they bled blood. But all
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
cultists you have killed bled at least partially sand, if not exclusively sand.
So that might not even work.
Okay.
Zach, could we get one bug from Justin's swarm?
So that was the other thing where you brought it up last time, and Escher and him were having the conversation about it. It becomes a similar. It's basically just the same thing with the goblins. Yes, you can summon a crawl who is a sentient living being with emotions and a personality, but you don't speak their language. So maybe that's enough for you to like dehumanize them.
Hi, Pat.
Hey, Pat.
Hello. We're talking about the morality of summoning and then killing your summons.
Yes, specifically the crawl right now.
Yeah, so like the crawl are just another society of creatures, but they
Yeah.
happen to be insectoid. But
Mhm.
yes, that would seem to be the same level of effectiveness as the the goblins. Aldrich also has some. I think he's got a few other things in his swarm.
What if we go through with the thing with the goblin and then revive him?
I feel like
I
the
don't think
ritual,
we can do
like,
it. I feel like that negates the ritual.
And
also, before we
Chumbara
start,
kind of like goes, you can try, but, and then just points at the corpse of the last person who was used as a ritual sacrifice here.
yeah, that probably ain't gonna work.
My understanding is that it requires the death so that it can absorb the soul as part of the ritual opening.
Actually, now that I'm reading this more, I don't think the mob boss would work because once it gets less than 2 hit points, it flees.
I mean,
We
if we're
just
holding
won't let
down,
it see ya.
1 second.
Won't let it flee.
that's so bad.
I know Justin's not here to defend himself, but
So
I like the crawl idea.
They're still people.
it's just worth
They're
noting.
bugs.
The mob boss thing, they do not disappear when they drop to 2 or less. They begin to
Mhm.
flee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The others probably less so for Katie, but the ring is worded in a particular way. Most summon spells, it's like, oh, it dissipates when it hits 0 hit points. You are not creating anything. You are teleporting to people. It's a one-way teleport.
Oh,
No matter what you do, you need to figure out what you're doing with these 2 goblins.
Yeah. First of all, I will say before we start discussing this a lot, I would look to Gideon and just be like Gideon, tell them to watch like this door. Like, okay, go to the other side behind the door so that not listening to us.
Yeah, if Kai was alive, there would be a dead goblin already.
But this is a pickle.
Yeah, Mr. DM, I don't like this scenario you've put us in.
Hey, I didn't tell you to summon the goblins.
That's
No, but
true.
you're telling us we have to kill something.
Yes.
We kill a lot of things.
If you
Yeah,
want to
if
do
it is
this
for
ritual in the
utility, it's more
way
like
it is intended and has been told to you by Chambara, you will have to get a living creature and kill it ritualistically.
There's gotta be something we're missing.
Now, I'm not sure if this would work at all, but I'm just saying I could potentially ask Korgeth if he could give me, like, a young wormling or something. I've not tried anything like that, so I have no idea if it would work. But that might be preferable to try. But it's also up to you. As in all of you, not this plural you. Or we could venture further in on this level to where we haven't been, and hopefully they have some kind of beast or something around.
And then we would have to get it back here in what, a minute or so?
Well,
No.
we could knock it out. We could, I don't know, I could smack it with the broadside of my scythe.
Why do you need a minute?
I thought we had to get it back and put it on the altar, and so it bleeds out.
Well, we could just knock it unconscious and then finish bleeding it out. I guess. What are we thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, so are we gonna attempt that?
Let's try that.
Very well.
Should we leave the goblins here or should we bring them with us? Because then
Might
if they
as well
try to
make-
pee and if they start to bleed, like if we fight one of the other things, we could just bring it back.
If the goblin fucks up and is about to die, maybe we just use that.
Yeah, tell them to come with us, I guess.
Okay, so
Do they have weapons?
they both have the older one has a dagger and a light crossbow. The younger one has a scimitar and a short bow.
Cool. So they have ranged weapons. Let's tell them like stay in the back and just support us. And then if we really need to, if they get low, we can maybe do it to them. Sound good?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Clara will follow the big cow.
Yeah.
Zach, I can't move the
Is this door
goblins.
closed right now? Like, I can't move through it.
So that is no longer a door. It is a
Oh, right.
sandstone wall that you have not broken through at this point.
Drambara, could you deal with this?
Sorry, Gideon, what was your question?
I said I can't move the goblins.
Let me fix that for you.
Yeah, can Chambara just burst through the wall?
If you give him a minute, yeah, if you ask him to. He was able to break down that other wall to help you escape.
Yeah, I think we just get him to do that. I mean, it'll probably alert anything that's nearby to our presence, but
Whatever.
yeah, at this point.
Sorry, just getting the goblins set up so that Katie can control them.
Well, I got this stealth slime in my summons.
Thank you
Maybe we
very
can use that. It's got eyes.
I don't know if that's blood.
Slime.
This room is fucked up. I'm just gonna say it. A one-way teleport. You can just take him across the world.
We have no idea where they came from.
Oh, God.
You know exactly where they came from. They came from Tin Street. It's in the description.
Yeah, they're Krenko's goblins.
Okay, well, like, shut up.
Nope, didn't say they were Krenko's goblins. They're goblins who live on Tin Street. Does Krenko's
It's a
gang
symbol of
have
the
a
ink and the tincture of
dominant?
goblins.
Yeah. Does he have a dominant force on that street as part of his street gang?
Please break
Yes.
the door down. Thank you, mister.
Okay.
Also,
After
what
a
the
moment,
fuck
Chambara,
is
like,
Chambara again?
yeah, Chambara has you guys like step aside, and
Mhm.
after a few smashes, is able to break a hole in the sandstone and like clear away enough rubble that you're able to move through.
Chambara? What is Chambara? Why is Chambara?
Oh god, I looked this up last time and now I don't remember.
Looked what up?
My notes for what he is.
Are we
Uh,
gonna open that door or?
I think so. Or maybe we just check around the here. Let's check around the corner first, so make sure there's nothing like right there. Nah, I say we go through the door. It's empty. Shall I?
Do it.
Big cow door kick.
Big
Okay.
cow door kick. Okay. He is a
Oh,
triarch.
Uh-huh.
Although at this point, he seems to be an undead triarch.
So that wouldn't help us here, would it?
I'm gonna be straight up. Even if it would help, he wouldn't just let you sacrifice him.
Yeah. Plus, it is he. Oh, okay.
are you supposed
Uh,
to be all the way down there, sir?
There's nothing in this whole hallway. You guys are the one who.
Sovereignty's little hallway runs in. Weren't we avoiding a little hallway before?
Yeah, Chambara
Maybe.
cannot follow you down here. He is too big. Or he
Are
can
we
follow you
going down
down
this?
at half speed. What is it exactly that you're trying to do right now?
We are exploring this level to find some
To find-
evil bad guy that has blood that we can bloodlet.
Okay.
We're trying to find
Are-
something to kill that isn't one of the goblins.
So are we going down this hallway or back the way we were going?
I think so.
This way?
I think we keep going through the door.
Lord,
Look,
this is gonna be bad.
okay, okay.
Yeah, so you continue down this like this hall. It's a little winding, just like a tight hall back and forth, and eventually you get towards the end of it. You see like a stone archway leading into what looks to be a much like taller, larger room,
Mhm.
which from where you are actually is this lit. There is a small light in here, and I think where you guys are, you're just able to make out that the like the cobblestone and dirt floors that you've been through change to tile that have multiple different colors.
Mhm. All right, I guess we moving.
Okay.
What is that?
As you enter this room, the light doesn't go all that far into it, but those of you who entered do have pretty good dark vision. So you're able to see looking ahead, there is a wide room which has significantly taller ceilings than anything else you've seen in here. And over here is a single statue of what looks to be a like a four-armed humanoid person. So like it's a fairly tall humanoid, 4 arms, but it has like a strange skull mask where like its face is a strange skull, but the skull is shaped almost more like a hip bone or pelvis as opposed to a normal human skull.
Aha. Gotcha. Do we hear anything as we enter this room?
No.
Gotcha.
Actually, give me a perception or investigation check.
Can do. Cole, I'm trying. I'm using this computer.
I don't like the comment of
21.
its head looks like a pelvis.
Listening very closely, it is, you are just barely able to hear. It's coming from the statue. There is the slightest sound of almost like the settling of stone.
Do me and Gideon hear that with our pretty good rolls, or is it just
Yes,
me with the 21?
Tavro and
Gotcha.
Gideon hear that. Clara does not.
Also, Tavro would know this. I just keep forgetting. Gideon, do you have dark vision?
I believe I do because I have goggles.
Aha. Gotcha. Yeah.
Are you able to see right now?
Yes.
Okay.
It was more of I could
Yeah.
give it to you if you don't have it, but
Only for a range of 60 feet though.
That's what a lot of dark
I
visions
gotcha.
are.
Look on your.
But I've my godly dark vision. Huh.
No, like you're like go to Gideon, like on the thing.
I'll tap Clara on the shoulder and whisper like statue made a noise.
Yeah, okay, Gideon does have it. What?
It made a noise.
Clara's gonna like act like she's tiptoeing, like all sneakily and like tiptoe, like she's a little kid, like trying to sneak up on their parents, but the parents obviously know she's doing it.
Okay. There does not seem to be any reaction from the statue or anything else in the room.
I think it's okay, guys.
Famous last words.
As you get closer, you see that now that it's a bit clearer, instead of a full 4 arms, it looks like it's actually 3 arms, one coming out of its back. That arm coming out of its back has a sack trailing behind it, and that is the only part that does not seem to be like almost like stone or bone. That is like a proper sack. And you do see it is tinted red as if with blood.
Aha.
Hmm.
Clara. That I don't think the statue has blood inside it. I think we just need to keep moving. Okay.
How big is this sack?
The sack is probably about it's like burlap or leather, so it does kind of conform based on what is inside it. Currently, whatever is inside it is probably about halfway between you and Gideon's size.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this thing is probably like, the statue is like 7.5 feet tall.
Can Clara poke the sack with her wrench?
You poke the sack with your wrench, and it does give Give me a perception or an investigation check.
Can do.
Nice.
With the 18, as much as I hate to say these words,
Oh no.
you have felt the resistance of prodding flesh with your wrench before. And that's what this feels like. Like the same kind of like partial tense give of pushing into something's flesh.
I think it's a body.
Yeah, a dead body that is not of use to us.
Is there any like words on the statue to say what it's a statue of?
Yes. So on like the little base that this thing is standing on, like the statue is standing on, there are some words which I'm checking your languages. I don't believe you are. Yeah, they are in neither
I
common
speak
nor goblin.
two.
I had to check. It is neither common nor goblin.
What?
Tavro, you are close enough. We're looking at it. Trying to check yours because I think you recognize it. It is in the Celestial script, but not one of the dialects you are familiar with. You might be able to work it out over time, but this has come up a few times now where you are in an Orzovian crypt. It may be the Orzovian Celestial dialect.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Where's Mr. Fox? Can he read this?
He's dead. I killed him and ate him.
Well, if you killed him, we should have used him for the sacrifice.
He was too
She's got a
delicious.
point.
Forgive me. I will.
Is Connor there with you?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
I will let
Not
the
read
two
it
others.
either.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah.
Can't I not read it either?
Do you not speak Celestial? I thought you did.
I do.
Yeah,
But
well,
it's been established I can't read the old stuff.
so there's there's a few different dialects of Celestial. If you follow them to the room, I can move you there if you want. Yeah. With you going down, this is the dialect taught by the Orzov. It is not one of the Nephilimic dialects. So you are able to.
I think my S inputs are lagging.
Yeah, it seems so.
You are able to read it, and it says janitor.
Oh.
You know, out of all of the words that you could have said was on this thing, that was not one of them.
They're cleaning up the cleaning up crew. What could a janitor do if we just open the sack, right? Nothing.
It might get mad at us for dirtying the floors.
Yeah, but it's just a janitor. I used to play pranks on the janitors at the labs all the time.
That's because you hate service class people.
Well, if you don't want to mess with this, we can commence down that other pathway.
It's fine if you want to. I just don't think there's much
Well,
we
I
can.
don't. Yeah, I don't know if anything's gonna come of this. So
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a bloody. Oh wait, this is a dead end, isn't it?
yep.
Eh. All right. Well, other way, I guess.
I mean, unless for some reason this body in here isn't dead.
Would you like to try and open the sack and find out?
I feel like we might as well.
Fuck it, we ball! Clara pulled the sack out.
Okay. As you try to like rip the sack away from the third arm, it pulls away. It kind of empties out on the floor next to you, and what you see is a corpse kind of wearing like the same garbs as you've seen with the other Dune Brood cultists. But the corpse looks like it is already like half petrified. Like half it is that same mix of like blood and sand in it. But the parts that aren't petrified look almost like they have been like completely rotted, and like moss and fungi are blooming on it.
Ooh.
As it slips free from the statue's third hand, you kind of hear like the shifting of stone on stone as the statue begins to stand up like straighter, turn to you, Clara, and lets out an inhuman screech. And now that it's,
So not an alive body.
it is definitely a corpse. You're seeing a little bit like this.
Oh. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
What have you done?
Yeah, that's.
So, I'm gonna need those initiative rolls.
That is fair.
Whoopsie!
Did I just roll 3 dice on it? No, okay, no, someone shares a color with me.
Good thing we got these goblins with us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, plan of attack ready. We fight. Get goblin low on health. They start running. We grab them and go.
Well, Tavro, you are the first to react as this thing is kind of like waking up.
For that idea, but it's a good one.
While this thing is still like waking up and responding to its sack being taken, you were kind of on the ready, knowing that when Clara interacts with things, sometimes they become violent. So you are ready to go. What would you like to do?
Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna rage because I don't know what this thing's capable of yet, and I don't want to waste them. I think we're just gonna give it the good old schmack. Should I just roll, or do you want to put a
wait.
token down so I can?
Sorry.
Yes.
It should be visible now.
Yes. Yes, I'll try to give it the nice old schmack. And I'll recklessly attack. Why not? A 19?
A 19 will hit.
Excellent. That shouldn't have that D6, I think. So only 15.
Oh, so.
Oh, I think it's because it merged. Remember with the update, it merged the versatile damage, I think.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, hold on. I'll fix that. But let me do the next one, and then I'll
Yeah,
fix it.
we'll just ignore the D6
Yeah.
at the end.
It's
A 20 will
so I know
hit.
that hits. Damn, I'm rolling better on the D6 than the D12 or D10. So that will be 12 damage that time.
Very nice. Yeah, you start
Yeah, go ahead.
tearing into this thing, and like as you do, it transitions from like that statue or stone like statuism, where like it still feels like you're hitting almost like a crust on it, but as you dig
Mhm.
in, like the same kind of like black moldy necrotizing goop is oozing out of this thing that was growing on the corpse in the sack.
Aha.
Does it
see.
bleed blood?
It seems to be more death. I'm gonna be straight up. This thing's undead.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
Like
Um,
it got bone for face. It's undead.
yeah, that's fair. On that last hit though, I am going to attempt to hammering horns it.
Okay.
So could you make a DC 17 strength saving throw, please?
That will fail.
Yes. So I push it 10 feet away from me. Yes. And then also I'm gonna roll it. It probably doesn't do anything, but I might as well try. What the fuck happened to that? Because of the banded horns, I deal a d6 of necrotic damage. Does that seem to do anything to it?
It's necrotic.
Yeah.
That you were able to push it back, but
Uh-huh.
they're normally where you would see like the flesh turn dark or begin to like splinter and scab itself over. The body didn't seem affected by it, other than being
Yeah,
pushed
fair.
backwards.
I just figured I'd try it. Cool. And that is it for me.
Okay. That will bring us to Goblin Gang member number 1, who you still have not asked the name of. What would you like your indentured servant to do, Gideon?
So he's gonna take a couple steps forward here, and then he's gonna target that guy there, and just hit him with a little ranged light crossbow.
Also, Zach, I can see the health bar in case that is not intended.
God damn. It's never
Yeah.
intended.
That's why I figured.
I
I'd
don't
tell
know
you so
why
you
it
can-
keeps like
I don't want to
reverting
see
back
it.
to it.
I
It's
saw
not
it-
even in the tracker for me.
Yeah, it's not on my tracker.
I saw it like on the token itself on the map.
Oh.
That's all for Goblin Gang number
Okay.
1.
Sorry. The 20 will hit. Can you roll damage for that, please?
Oh, sorry, I thought I did that already.
Nice.
Very
That i-
nice.
That is
That's
a
not too shabby.
pretty decent
Wait, was that
shot.
supposed to be a crit since I rolled a 20?
No, that was
Yeah.
not a
Oh, well.
natural 20.
Oh,
You rolled
So
a
it's
15.
only if it's a 20 without the adding.
oh, fair enough.
Hi, handsome.
Yeah, Bapper.
Where do you get the extra 3 from?
Yeah, why does he have 2 plus 3s?
That's a good question. Let me take a
He's
quick
an
look.
advanced
It is
guy.
so-
To be legitimate,
okay,
I am just
I-
asking out of
No, I
curiosity.
just checked, and it is only supposed to be 1d8 plus 3. I'm gonna
Change
remove
it to-
3.
Yeah,
How
fair.
dare-
Good job.
But yeah, he kind of lets out a shot. The crossbow bolt hits, and it does seem to like pierce in, and the thing shrieks in pain again. But it seems that the bolt was mostly lodged in the like stone like shell that is still forming over its body.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Goblin number 2.
He's my favorite character.
Gonna
Oh
come
god,
up here
he's better.
and
He must be protected at all costs.
1 second.
little swords though.
Yep.
Nice.
God damn.
Okay, I'm
I
back.
assume that will also hit.
He's back.
Yeah, so 20 will hit, and that looks like it calculated correctly.
Yes. Max damage roll, what a Chad.
It's the new Mr. Bones. Okay. Yeah. The younger goblin pulls out the short bow and very similar is still able to hit with the arrow, but it
Uh-huh.
like it does do kind of the halfway where it hits, sticks for a second, and is able to pierce in, but it doesn't go through the flesh as you would normally expect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good boy, Cole. Yeah.
Gideon.
Dismortum.
Gideon, you have the same initiative roll as this guy. So I'm going to have you roll just a flat dexterity check, and then whoever wins gets to go first out of the two of you.
I think Gideon goes
Okay,
first.
Gideon goes first.
By a wide margin.
So Gideon, what would you like to do?
Let's see. I will. Move here and give him the old.
You're my
Okay,
favorite
so-
tank, Gideon.
But hear me out. He's just gonna explode when we all die because we're too close to him.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. Just seems like something that would happen.
Luckily, you've all formed a human wall around him, so I am safe.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm just gonna give him a little stab.
He's stabbing.
A 15 will hit.
Ooh, very good.
Now the real question of the night is this creature balanced for our full party? It's okay, we got 2 Giga Chads in the back with bows.
It's true, they'll
can
save
I-
us.
Can I move my 15 feet back since I only used half my movement? After I do
You
that?
can, but it could get an attack of opportunity on you.
You could disengage as
You
bonus action.
could bonus action disengage.
I will do that.
Okay.
Yes. Alright, let's see how horrible this thing is.
All right. As it gets to this thing and it like kind of fully gets its bearings, it lets out another shriek. And I'm going to need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw. As
I don't wanna.
How do I make a wisdom saving throw as the goblin?
you can click, you know, I'll have the goblins do it.
Come on. Oh, that's not good.
Oh no, not little Timmy. -1.
It's probably just a fear effect, maybe.
They have
Yes.
blocks.
So those of you who failed, which is Tavro and the younger goblin,
Uh-huh.
are feared.
Yeah, gotcha.
The rest of you are not afraid of it. As it lets out its shriek, you're able to kind of like keep your wits about you, and it doesn't seem to affect you too much. Then Clara, being the one who stole its bag, is
Here I thought
going.
it was just gonna hide in the corner and screech at us, and we could just leave, but I guess not.
It is going to step forward and start clawing at you.
Excuse you.
It took its bag.
I-
Ha.
Don't think a 13 will hit.
Nope.
With its second hand,
Damn it.
a 17, I think, will hit.
It will.
And you take 12, I think, slashing. Yeah, you
Not
take
bad given the roll.
12 slashing damage as it tears into you. What are you concentrating on?
I have no clue.
You can end that in the your effects and your
It says
character
you're still concentrating on haste from like a day ago.
sheet.
Um,
How do I turn that off again?
Go to your character sheet and go to effects. And press the X on
Effects.
whatever effect.
I'm falling?
Apparently.
I don't really know what the
Yeah, yeah.
falling is from either, so we'll just turn that off. And then
What
it
is
is
the
going to use.
Passive on Kung of Iolda. Or Isolda.
Nothing
Anyway,
that you get to
keep
know
going.
yet.
Oh.
And it is going to claw at you with its third and final hand.
Frick.
It has 3 arms.
It does have 3 arms.
That was established twice.
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm
but this
missing.
sounds fake.
It misses you, lets out another screech, disengages, and then goes back and starts climbing up the wall extremely quickly.
Oh?
It has so it kind of like just goes back and then immediately starts scrambling up the wall until it is 20 feet up, kind of looking down on you and still letting out that like undead, unholy screech. Clara, what would you like to do?
So this thing was a statue, right?
That's what it looks
So-
like.
So it looked like that, so it's not actually made of stone.
It seems to have like a calcification over the outside of its body.
So it sounds like it's made of inorganic material such as stone.
Or calcification, which is bone.
You're no fun.
It is not going to take double damage from shatter.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this right on it, and since it's 20 feet in the air, it won't hit us.
Fair enough. Okay, it will make a con save.
Nice.
This thing is rolling like shit.
Does this also get my D6 for my wrench?
That is arcane firearm.
Or a D, whatever it is.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking.
When you cast an artificer spell through the firearm, roll a d8 and you get a bonus to
Yep.
one of the spell's damage rolls equal. Ha! Another d8. Is it
Give
r
God.
slash or slash r?
/r. R/ is for subreddit communities.
God damn it.
Mhm.
Well, 13.
Hey, it's more.
It's something. And then I'm gonna back up a little bit. Yoink. That's all.
All right. Fox, what would you like to do?
He's doing it.
That will hit. And you send this burst of fire that singes directly into it and starts burning. You see this intense black scorch mark form on its chest. Anything else you'd like to do? Okay. Tavro, what would you like to do?
Yeah, after being feared, like Tower's gonna like clutch his head and be like, "Ah, fuck that this." And I don't really have any javelins right now, it appears. So I'm actually going to swap over to the waning moon,
Okay.
I also feel
and
like we could just leave.
yeah, but this thing's a monster. It deserves to die.
Okay.
And I'll take a couple of pot shots at it. Oh, that's weird. So this is at disadvantage because I see it and I am attacking it. That's a
Oof.
no, probably. Yeah, 6. I also have +0 from dexterity, so this is just
I'm going to be real with
Basically-
you. Its AC
Oh.
is between
21.
6 and 21. The 21
and I
will
got a
hit.
21. Yes. So can I? All right, not much, but it's 3 magical piercing damage.
Okay. Very good.
And I don't know what it's gonna get up to while it's up there. I'll move here.
And the ceilings are about 30 feet high in this room.
Gotcha. Is there any? Do I make a saving throw at the end of my turn, or no?
Actually, I have to find out how long this affects you for because there is not a follow-up saving throw. It is for 2 rounds. So that is your first round of fear.
Gotcha. All right, and that's it.
This is the one who is not afraid. What would Goblin Gang Boy like to do?
I'm not afraid.
Oh yeah, let me put on that.
Oh yeah, this guy. What is this red circle? This red grid? Sorry, I was in the bathroom.
Shatter from Clara.
So it's broken glass.
No, it is
The
the
spell
spell
shatter.
shatter. It's nothing.
How far can they move?
That depends
30
on your
feet.
speed.
30 feet? Okay.
Or 60 with dash.
Or 90 with double dash.
They do not have double dash. They are not
Oh
Mario
right,
Kart.
yeah, it's goblins, not Gideon.
And then
It is 20 feet in the air.
oh,
It
did not
is
know
it is hanging onto the wall 20 feet up.
Yeah, just have him keep making pot shots.
that. Hold on. Right. I do. There we go. This guy has a ranged dagger attack. So I'm gonna throw that at him in the air.
Okay. And you are now within the 20 feet, so it rolls normally instead of with disadvantage.
Yes.
No.
That will not be enough to hit it, though, as he tosses up his one dagger, and it kind of clatters into the wall just beneath its feet, and then falls back to the ground.
Dang. Can I go pick it up?
He can pick up his dagger.
Nice. I think that's all he can do, right?
He does not have multi-attack, so yes.
Okay.
Now,
Eyeball Timmy.
the younger goblin is absolutely horrified of this thing for this turn as well as the next. So that means he cannot willingly move closer to it, and if he attacks it, it's with disadvantage. What would younger goblin like to do?
Can I command him to go towards it anyway?
No. I mean,
No.
you can command it. You just won't
Wait.
listen.
Oh, you said willing.
Well, that means like if someone picks him up and drags him, he
Then he
can be moved
drags him.
towards the.
I'm gonna try and hit him with the short bow again.
So this
since
is
I'm
with
gonna hit him closer.
disadvantage because he is afraid. So roll again just to see what the lower one is.
Might be. I did
Okay.
roll that with disadvantage.
So it will miss because of the disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Anything else for younger goblin?
No.
Okay. That is one of the two turns that it will be afraid. Gideon, what would you like to do?
Gideon is going to move.
Okay, so if that goblin gets hit, we grab him and we run.
That's why I'm trying to get a little closer.
Don't worry, older goblin. We'll get him to safety.
I'd rather he die helping us than.
Can I pivot my shifter's arm to the long shot so that way I can use the passive ability of the hand crossbow?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
I would
So
say
bonus
Mara-
action, swap to the
Marge
hand
is
crossbow,
parry.
then you can take a shot with the action.
Margie, are you a parent?
Oh, there we go. This is just normal, right? I don't have any.
Yep, just normal attack. That'll hit. So roll damage.
Right.
Yeah, you send out the bolt generated by your arm, and it jabs into this thing, and it lets out another shriek of pain. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
Okay. This thing is going to climb up 10 more feet. So it is now at the corner with the ceiling. Then can't quite get to Clara, so it's not going to.
Get fucked.
You know what? This goblin has actually done more to it than Gideon, so it's going to go for this one.
Oh no.
He is going to drop, and in doing so, try to basically like a spider from above. It is going to try and drop on and claw it as it wraps its entire body around it.
Yikes.
Also, I want you to know when it jumped down on the guy, Katie did a little happy dance.
Because that's what we wanted.
die? Like,
That is not what we wanted.
we just wanted him to get a little hurt, not fucking murdered.
Okay, I was still actively trying to find something that wasn't these two poor souls we summoned to this horrible dungeon.
Yeah, I thought there might be a living body in that sack, you know?
In the
Holy
sack full of blood.
What? What?
It's
As-
the extra damage from falling on him.
Why was that so many dice?
He dropped 30 feet.
Yeah. With the power of gravity.
So this thing drops, wraps its body around the goblin as it falls, and then quickly grabs the sack, shoves the now corpse of this thing into it.
It only had 10 health.
It's a goblin. It's a minion goblin.
You are summoning.
My peasant has like 3 or 4.
Yeah, this is better than a normal goblin. And then immediately shoved into the sack. And then that is all. Yeah, it has used 10. Is able to actually. It is going to start climbing up this
Did it
wall.
climb back up the ceiling?
It
still...
is able to get just 10 feet up this time, with its remaining movement. Clara, what would you like to do?
Okay. Fox hit it with a firebolt. Did that look like it actually did something to him? Or did it look like it kind of just fizzled?
No, it looked effective.
Sweet. Okay.
Fireball.
No, I'll just do this. Okay. Target. Bop. Bop.
Aha. Oh!
Nice.
Kill him.
Okay. So how does this work with the damage type thing?
So, because we are doing crunchy crits, you will still roll, but your extra 2d8 will both be considered 8s for thunder.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Fuck that. On a crit for Chaos Bolt, you can choose from either of the two from your base, I'd say. Your extra just is a perfect match with one of them.
Wait, what?
So you roll 2d8 normally. You roll an extra
Yes.
2d8 for the crit.
Yes.
You'd still be choosing the type from those first 2d8, but it's a guaranteed jump if there was more than one enemy.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that's actually how this works, but I don't care. That's what I'm deciding.
No, that's cool. I like
So,
it.
so I'm gonna roll the 2d8 and the 1d6, which is actually 2d6 because of my arcane firearm.
Yeah, roll what you normally would, and then just... Oh, because there's no critical hit button.
Yeah. And then plus...
Well, wouldn't it be 3d8 because your firearm is a d8, not a d6?
You're right. I keep thinking it's a
Okay.
d6 for some
So it's
reason.
3d8 plus 1d6 plus what is plus 30.
22.
22.
Well,
Do I
3d8
get to
is
I get the crit
24.
on my. So I get the crunchy on my extra d6.
You
a
get
D8?
a crunchy on
Yeah,
every
you're right.
die that is rolled. So it is
Hell yeah! So plus 30.
3d8 plus 1d6 plus 30.
God damn.
Woo-hoo! Okay.
So
So
is
I
this
choose?
thunder, fire, or
I'm not going poison. I feel like that's not going to do anything. So let's go with fire, since she likes to explode shit on fire.
All right, Clara. As you send out a chaotic burst of fiery energy, how do you want to do this?
Sorry, did you say how do you want to do this?
Yeah, that you
Okay.
are annihilating this thing.
Wonderful. So yeah, she just lifts her wrench, and like the angle. I haven't watched these movies, but I'm thinking of a shot of when Harry Potter's pointing his wand and screaming, and there's like that dramatic wide angle shot of him. That's a thing, right?
Yeah.
As Harry Potter screaming, transsexual people don't exist.
Yeah. And he's like the wind is shaking or whatever shit. So she picks up her wrench, and she's thinking about. Yes, Katie. She's thinking about her best friend that was dragged off into infinity, and she'll maybe never see him again. And then watching this thing just tear a goblin apart and shove it in a sack, and she's just angry. So she picks up her wrench and she's just like, "Whoa!" And it's just like flames shooting. And like this thing doesn't have eyes, but its eyes go wide, and it immediately knows its time has come.
Yep, pretty much. So as you annihilate this thing with the stream of fiery energy, the body explodes, falls to the ground, and then you see as like that bone head of its, like the little bones that are kind of hanging out, like lift up, and the little bone head starts to crawl its way back to the pedestal.
Wait, the bone head crawls back to the pedestal?
So the body is destroyed. The head is trying to slowly claw its way back just to like the statue pedestal.
Okay.
But the combat is over as you have absolutely destroyed this thing.
Very good.
And it's a good thing you didn't choose poison, because then that would have been very anticlimactic because it wouldn't have worked.
I figured. So the goblin that was in the bag, it doesn't have a little tiny bit of life force left.
It took more than double its max health in a single hit.
Okay, but what if Clara went up and touched it and put a little magic in it, and then that
Oh,
worked?
you know Revivify?
But what if she did a little bit of like a healing magic, like a healing word kind of magic?
You mean the one called Revivify?
Wouldn't Escher know that? He would.
Yeah, but it's completely not worth using a revivify.
Would you like
Just
to
to kill him
use
again?
one of your revivification diamonds to bring this thing back? It is
Just to
already
kill it.
beginning to decompose inside the sack. It seems that the sack like exponentially speeds up the decomposition time.
Can I take the sack?
Yeah, you can take the sack.
Take the sack.
You want the decomposition?
Yeah, I wanna grab the sack and throw it over my shoulder and just look at Gideon, look at Tavro, walk right through him, trudging back to the hallway.
Okay, I don't believe that you're strong enough to carry that sack.
Like,
It has
she
2
walks
dead
here-
bodies in it.
Looks at you and just keeps going. How heavy is this sack?
Depends. Are you dragging 2 corpses in it, or are you emptying it first?
Oh no, I want to take the corpses out, grab the sack, and just take it.
I don't know, like 2 pounds?
Yeah, I'm taking that shit. And then I shove the other goblin in it.
Well,
Little Timmy.
I'm sorry, you're shoving that one in it?
No. Wait, where are you going, Fox?
Press the button.
We gotta go down this hallway. That car's gonna put everything in this decomposition sack.
Which should now
Hmm.
be in your inventory.
I sure might think it's cool.
Esther's gonna think you're a fucking maniac.
He already does. Ooh, looks like there's something big up here. Shh, on my mark. No! There's nothing.
Okay. You cycle around and find yourself in another one of these rooms off to the side. You see that there are two more of those like sewer grates leading down, and then what looks to be like a massive like silo-like pillar over here in the like lower half of the room.
Mm-hmm. Also, Clara, real quick.
Yes.
Uh, you have advantage on the next initiative roll.
Ooh.
Before I forget, because I forgot
Gideon's
to play it
stuff.
last
Can
time
you I fucked up Gideon.
What?
Can you help Gideon?
out.
Like just move?
I tried to group her and the goblins so Katie could move them as one thing instead of moving both of them. And it just keeps yelling. Hold on. He just keeps yelling at her. Go. Oh. Zach, your stupid walls are stupid. Sorry.
They're
Okay.
walls.
Let me walk through them. damn it.
No.
I don't like seeing grates in the ground again. Does this mean there's gonna be water coming up again?
Ooh, we got some hay.
I mean,
As you are now closer, you can hear it sounds like inside of this is sloshing liquid.
Uh-oh.
Is what?
Sloshing liquid.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, there's this door up here.
yeah, I think we'll deal with that later.
The sloshing of the door.
The sloshing.
As you approach this door and try to open it, you find that it is locked.
Rats.
Hold on, I got this.
Let's leave back to where there's everything.
Open sesame!
no.
You shout
in-
that at the door, and
What's it-
after a few seconds, you do hear something.
Uh-oh.
Faintly approaching from the other side is the now familiar mechanical whirring of a clockwork hound on patrol, getting closer to the
Okay.
door.
Well, it can't open the door, we know that, so.
But I want a bath.
Okay, guys, I hate to say it. I think we gotta sacrifice the goblin.
Not the child. Also, he's in the room.
Yeah, he just turns and goes, "You're gonna what?"
Don't worry, she doesn't know how to speak this language. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
I mean, I don't know what to do at this point. We've searched this whole crypt.
We have not searched this whole crypt. There's a whole other way we haven't been.
What do you mean?
Zoom out. Zoom out.
Zoom out, and you can see
Down
what
here.
you've been through.
There's a corridor down from the ritual room that we haven't gone.
Oh.
I thought
So-
that was the dead end over here.
I mean,
Right? This is the room we were just in. You're saying that there's a corridor down this way?
yeah, I can see that there's more that we haven't gone.
Oh, I can't see that.
Well, we go that way then?
Yeah. Unless you really want to see what the sloshing's about.
I'm good.
after the last thing.
She loves sloshing.
Shambar, could you break down the other passage?
Give me a minute.
Mm-hmm. You are valued and loved.
Can we stop going down hallways I can't fit in?
It looks like you should be able to fit down this one.
Wait, so where are we going now? Back
Down.
through the.
Yeah, down from the this way and then that way.
Back through the room where the.
Yeah, where it's went.
I didn't realize there was a hallway down there.
And as you
With that
get
other
down here,
passage.
you find a like very tight passage.
Oh, this just takes us back. We went the other way around originally because Chumbar wouldn't have fit here. I see where we are now. I
Yeah.
don't think there's anything here for us. I thought maybe there's something that went like over here or something like that, but no.
Is there stuff down here that we haven't explored?
Here, ping.
Yeah, I'm pinging.
Looks like maybe. Huh. It also looks like there's more over way to the right that maybe, or I don't know about that actually.
Just so you know,
Here.
if you hold shift while you ping, it'll bring everybody's camera to where you're at. So
Oh
that
yeah, I always
Don't
forget
you
what it
dare
is.
shift me.
What?
Don't you
Shift.
dare shift me.
Well, it'll just point an arrow for you. Like, just makes it easier to know where he's pointing.
There's also what over here?
What's this? The real question is, can we get back to here without running into one of those mechanical dogs?
I do not know. We don't have Kai to kite them around this time.
Unfortunately, you have been
Mr.
deprived of
Kai
your
is
intelligent
dead.
undead.
Intelligent
He's
undead.
dead.
Yep.
Intelligent undead.
Oh, yep.
Intelligent undead.
What do we think?
Well, I mean, unless we're gonna use the goblin, I don't know what else we're gonna do because it doesn't seem like there's any other living thing down here.
I'm not going to help with that.
I don't want to do it.
I don't either, but I've reached the same conclusion that you have, which is what else are we going to do?
Mr. DM, can we get a Betsy help fact?
I'm
What
sorry,
was
what is
that?
a Betsy help fact?
Like
Intelligent undead.
when the tooltip came up from Betsy and Warp.
I don't know if I was
You know,
there
when
for
you're,
that.
when you're stuck in the video game and you hit the question button and then there's a little tooltip.
Yeah, you can buy that DLC.
Alright, head back. I don't think there's
If
anything
you
for
want
us.
to ask a more specific question, I can try to give you information, but I'm not just going to be like, oh, here's a puzzle, and then you say, solve this puzzle for me so I don't have to make choices.
I want my player autonomy
Damn it.
stepped on, tied up, and
If only
slapped
Kai
with
was somewhat alive so we could kill him here.
Kai was also dealing with some bloodlessness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the bottom of the crypt.
Well, here, hold on. There is also up here. Have we gone up there?
Where?
I'm pinging up to the left.
Looking, where are you pinging? I don't see a ping.
On the top. Right.
Oh.
Right outside the room we were in, and then.
Oh, that does look like a place. Let's go. Yoink. Yoink.
Okay. As you approach this area,
Uh-huh.
you see what almost looks to be like a makeshift prison style area. You see there's no cells or any. What?
Ooh, we could sacrifice a prisoner.
Instead of the cute little goblin.
So it's strange in that you are able to see there are clearly lots of mechanisms here meant for restraint. But there are no creatures as far as you can see in here. Having encountered similar, you see a room that has 4 sewer grates leading down. You see a few like metal pillars that are each glowing with some arcane runes, and you see like chains bolted into the floor that are very similar to the ones that have previously grabbed Gideon in the anti-phyresis room.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
Well, if there's any fancy schmancy alarms set up here, we should be okay, right?
Yeah, I don't have phyresis anymore.
Which is
Hey,
nice.
Will Timmy, will you go walk in there real quick?
Don't, please.
And he just looks up at. He looks to you and goes, "My name's not Timmy," and then looks to Gideon and goes, "Do I have to?"
Yes, it's for the
Hey
best.
kid, you want some cackles?
Oh no. I will do it. You don't.
And
It's
he
fine.
just looks back up at Gideon and goes, "Well, if you insist, I am magically compelled to obey your orders."
Oh no. All right, go ahead.
And then the goblin, who you still do not know the name of, begins to walk into the...
Timmy, what do you mean?
Little Timmy.
Does anything happen to him? We're terrible people.
Timmy is the only name you know is not his, given his insistence that it isn't.
But hold on, we were
That's what he wants us to think.
so hold on. We were not okay sacrificing a goblin,
In here.
The whole
but
time.
you are okay selling a child drugs and messing
Hold on.
their life up
How long have you
indefinitely.
been here?
He's been here the whole
Been here
while.
for
Here the whole
most of the
time,
session.
just listening.
No.
We acknowledged him.
Yeah, we said high five.
Yeah.
Intelligent
Yeah,
undead.
but I thought he left.
No,
No.
I'm just making my character.
You
He's
you
hanging
have
out with
everything you
Smoke.
need on the character sheet, right, Pat?
For the most part, I've been making a lot of stuff custom.
No,
Great,
I
give us-
I mostly
give-
meant like access.
Oh yeah.
Great. Give us Pat's new character now so we can bloodlet him.
Or all right, Pat. Would you
Hey,
like
you're
the
fine.
goblin to introduce his new name?
Hey guys, it's me, little Timmy. I'm a little goblin.
Told you his name was Timmy.
Kid,
Yeah,
what is your name?
obviously, we're gonna find the one living creature in this crypt, and it's Pat's new character, and then we're gonna bloodlet him.
Kid, what is your name?
My name is Zolt.
Okay.
Sounds fake.
You sure? It's not.
Are you
You-
sure? You sure?
Do the chains not grab him?
The chains do not seem to grab him.
Okay. Fuck.
And as you
It's dead ends.
as you are now further into this room, you see
Wow.
that there are like these two different alcoves, and in both of them, it is just like littered with the bones of various corpses.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Mr. Bone Guy. There are bones here.
And
You like bones.
Damn it. Alright, it looks like this is
I thought you were talking about Chambara for a second. I was gonna say that's racist.
No, I'm talking to Fox, the one that likes to collect bones.
He does like to collect bone.
Maybe, ready? You collect a bunch of bones here and then go try to sell them and beat out that other guy who was selling bones and put him out of business and then create the monopoly on the bone market.
What are you doing, bud?
I don't know what he was selling.
It had to be bones. Well, Timmy, you let us down.
His name is Zolt.
Guys, I don't know where to go now.
Have we been over here?
Over where?
Like right here.
In here is where Kai had trapped one of the dogs.
Aha, yeah, you're right.
I think we gotta go back down to the bottom. Because I think there's stuff down this way that there might be to find. Like basically due south of us.
Yeah.
You should go back down the hallway we were in before with the weird bone thingy.
No, like all the way around. Back
Chum-
to the bottom.
Chambara speaks up and goes, "Why don't you just kill the child? It would make this much easier."
Ah,
So that's the DM giving us permission to be bad people,
Oh.
right?
Or
I,
That's your-
or
that's
it
your
is
tip.
the DM saying what a character who helped to found a death cult might say.
Huh. Wait, guys.
I
have
will
a-
not, is all I will
I
say.
have a really good prank. Ready? We kill Escher while he's gone, and then Vinny comes back and is like, "What the fuck?"
No.
What a great wedding gift.
Great prank.
Betsy's top tip: murder is okay if it's for utility.
Okay, I vote we go the long way around back to the bottom.
To go like here?
Yeah.
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 No.
Where are we going?
Down. Do you see my ping?
How are we gonna get all the way over there?
Around. Theoretically, Zach, could we get there without encountering anything if we follow our steps back the way we came?
Ping it again. So you are familiar with something that is in that hallway, being another one of those patrolling dogs. You know that one was trapped on the other side of this door.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Uh,
So this is a dead
Is this-
end. This is
is
a
this
dead
a-
end down here.
is this like a
Is
big
there any-
gate that leads somewhere?
Is there anything over there?
I don't remember if you have been there yet.
I don't see anything past that.
Kai has been there.
I don't see a door there.
I can see a whole bunch of trapped dogs very close to that area, so I know Kai was there.
We could check it out on the way.
Didn't he just
Oh,
say
you see
trap
You
dogs?
see a whole outline. I don't see that.
So here is a bunch of dogs that were trapped in this room.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
so I
that's what
think
I'm saying.
he's-
I know Kai was down there, but I don't remember exactly if that's one of the ones where you just sent him ahead to do it.
Jimbar, could you be a deer and break this way open again?
I am more than just a wall breaker.
Yes, but at this moment we need the walls broken. And I only have a scythe to do it with. Thank you.
You know, I could always just kill one of you and we could be done with it.
Are we all going over there, or is that just
Technically,
you?
yes.
Why wouldn't you come with us? You can leave the goblin.
Is that so? What?
Isaac, do we hear anything on the side of this door?
Give me a
On the side?
perception or an investigation check.
She got your backpack all full of kitty hair.
Come on.
Oh,
Alright, an
my
18.
God.
5.
With the 18 and 12, neither of you hear anything.
Great.
Okay.
You're in this little zigzaggy hole door.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I'm pinging.
Down another one.
What would you like to do?
Yeah, we open it.
You open the door, and as you head in, you find what looks to be like a small pedestal or altar with nothing on top of it, but there is another set of Orzovian Celestial.
Oh,
what type?
Mr.
Oh.
Fox! Orzov here.
Tails here.
And as you read through like the short, it's like a short placard with some information. It seems that this is a purification chamber. So when corpses were initially brought into here, this is one of the earlier chambers used by the Orzov, where you could put a corpse that had its soul preserved in its body, and it would assist in the process of removing the spirit and turning it into an indentured spirit. That is something that has been modernized a lot inside of the Orzovian, like the guild hall and chapels, but it is something that you don't get to use very often as a lower ranking member of the organization. This
Lower,
is
hold on. Lower ranking? He's in line to be the Obzadot, sir.
yeah, you know what? 2 weeks ago he wasn't. And during these 2 weeks he's been busy with other things. So my point stands.
Just saying.
So this is an area where if you were able to bring a creature or a fresh corpse, you would be able to create different forms of undead. It also seems that given what you know about that magic, it could also be used as a way of adjusting or modifying spirits that you already do have in your service, such as those from your perished family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's nothing in here for us, I think. Do you remember what Kai said was actually in here? I know dogs, because he trapped them, but
Was it more of those skin things?
Yeah,
He did
blood.
not mention skin things in that one, just that he put the dogs there.
uh-huh.
All these stupid walls.
And this was a well that Escher was able to detect necromancy magic in. But
Mhm.
you kind of just left it alone and moved on.
I think we might do the same. Again.
So there's a dog on this side of the door.
Somewhere in hallways connected to this.
Yeah. So what do we think? Do we wait for it to like start heading this way, and then just go down?
You guys
Mm.
went through this thing at the
Yeah,
bottom?
keep going. Yeah. Are these double doors or these
Yes.
like?
Yeah, it's
So if we-
double doors, and this is almost like a little like airlock where,
Okay.
yeah,
So if we get to here, we can listen for
you can listen.
listening.
You have gotten pretty used to the sounds of these things at this point, so I'm not even going to need you to make a check. You
Go,
wait.
you go to the upper level or lower level? This way.
You wait and you listen. And you wait and you wait. And about 5 minutes pass and you still don't hear anything.
Do we just go for it?
Wait. Is there any space like under the doors or like through a keyhole or anything? Well, the dogs make noise when they're not moving as well, right? Like they're still like whirring a little bit, or is that only when they're in motion?
Whenever they're like patrolling, you've been able to hear them when they're close.
What if it's just been waiting on the other side of the door?
Oh, cute.
You know, fuck it. I'm gonna pop open the door with the expectation that if I see the dog immediately, that I'm just gonna close it immediately.
You do not see the dog.
Uh-huh. Alright, well I guess cautiously let's head down.
Give me a quick just flat intelligence roll.
Hey, a 15, not bad for a -1 on that.
Clara is not intelligent. For the 15, that is enough to kind of think back on it a bit.
Mhm.
And from where you are to here, you did not shut a single door behind you. It might just be on a very, very, very long patrol loop now.
Uh-huh.
Down.
I will say, yeah, screw it, let's just go for it. Links. Like, here's a door, so if we need to, we can hide behind that.
Okay. So you
Yes.
head down like quite a long hallway. And it seems fairly barren. Like, you see the occasional sewer grate as you've been seeing this whole time. You do see that one door. You see the branch in the hallway. But for the most part, it's just like a long 10-foot wide hallway with no real discernible features.
Uh-huh. Sorry.
We opened the door, we go down again.
I think we open the door because it'd be nice to have somewhere that's somewhat safe if the dog does come back that we can just hide behind.
Right.
Alright, punch it.
You
The loo.
Okay, so you open the door, and I would like to describe it before anybody steps in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm just saying your characters probably would see and not just immediately burst in.
Yeah.
So you open the door, and it looks almost like a compost pit, where on top of like it is soft, mulchy, writhing dirt, and
Rising.
it smells like decay.
Are there worms in it?
Would you like to
Is
take a
it
closer look?
living creature?
We could try just smooshing a worm into the sacrifice bowl.
Hi.
As excuse me, as you look closer, it does seem that like there are small insects, worms, various things, and Tavro, you kind of like feel this strange call to it, as in this mound, all the writhing worms, there's just like a strange primal pull
Uh-oh.
To what?
to feast with them.
No. No, please, no.
Feast with the worms.
It's nothing where like you're being magically compelled. You just
Uh-huh.
you can feel it.
Okay, I understand. Hold on, I need to check something. Someone else is welcome to play with the insects and stuff if they want while I'm checking this.
Yeah, no. I'm just still trying to figure out why there's a closed door with a pit of rotten
Insects.
things and worms just chilling.
Who knows?
Can
It's
I-
probably you.
Can I make like a
I know, but
yeah?
who knows?
Can I make like a nature check to see if like all like the insects and writhing I can see in it are like normal, like just animal insect and stuff?
Yeah,
This is the Nephilim.
give me a nature or survival check.
Oh, okay, I'll give you some rounds. That's slightly better. Yes. Not so much. Oh, 14, it's not horrible.
You think about it for a bit, and these types of like compost systems, as long as there is always something to decompose, they can be a fairly self-sustaining ecosystem. Even though it doesn't seem like it's been active in a while, if there was enough things decomposing in this pit, and like it could probably survive like in the cycles for a few hundred years, these could be non-magical. As you look closer and like you're kind of poking around, you notice a lot of the same kind of like black mold and fungus that started growing on the corpses that were in the Disimortum sack.
Yeah.
The what?
The sack.
The bag you're carrying around, Clara.
Oh.
So
Well-
my sack is made of worms.
No.
No.
Okay.
Alright, I feel like if I touch that mold, it's gonna like poof on me, but also I want some bugs to see if crushing them in the ritual thing would get it to work. Can I take like a little piece of like of like a ration, like a dried meat or something, and place it like right next to the pile without disturbing it, and just like try to get some of the insects to like go onto it?
Yeah, you put out some of like your meat rations on the floor, like just outside of the pit, and you wait for a few minutes. After a little bit of time, it's almost like the pile as a whole just begins to expand a little bit, but as they come out into light to feast on it, you're able to see it is like writhing worms, but as you look closer, they are all connected to each other.
Oh,
You know what a rat king is, right?
a rat king?
Like in real life. Never
I don't think
mind.
so.
It is basically when a pile of rats gets their tails tangled together and then they starve and eat each other to death because they can't untangle their tails, but it'll be like a clump of rats that are all tied together. It almost seems similar to that, but like with the worms, where they're all either tied together or part of some larger entity. It actually reminds you quite a bit of when you shriek and the little
Yeah.
tendrily porcelain worms come out of your mouth, your mask. It is like similar to how it is a bunch of independent feasting worms that are all part of the same base.
So I feel like we
Uh-huh.
should light this on fire.
And honestly, that is probably a pretty good spot to call the session.
Yeah, fair enough. We can get the opinion on your party members on what the hell we should fucking do. And tell
I
them
will
that
too
what
much
we
to see another session. The same cannot be said for Goblin number 1.
You guys just keep flirting with the idea of innocent murder.
Where's my